Hello folks, welcome to another video from Gundog and Fly. And it's getting the waders on here. It's around about 8 o'clock in the evening, just coming into the very end of May, and I'm hoping to see a few spent mayfly on the river in the evening time. It's been bright sunshine all day long, so there's very little point in being on the river at all. So the evening time is possibly the only chance to catch a fish. And sometimes if you get a decent fall of mayfly spinners, you can get some fish rising and get some really nice fish rising as well. So be sure to stay with me. I'll get the gear on here and I'll get back to you as soon as I get to the bank of the river. Now I've come to a part of the river here where relatively speaking fish are scarce. Couple of miles downstream, and the population density of fish is way higher. I'm only guessing, but there'd be at least 10 times as many fish per acre as down 2 miles downstream as there would be where I am now. So they are relatively scarce here. But in saying that, if you see a fish rising here, he's likely to be substantially larger than the typical fish downstream. And that's why I'm up here, because I know if I went 2 miles downstream I'd probably catch, give or take, somewhere between 10 and 20 fish maybe in the evening, everything going according to plan. But up here I might be lucky to actually get to fish for 10 fish and maybe catch 1 or 2. But if I catch 1 or 2 of those fish, they're likely to be quite substantial. Well, at least that's my experience here, and that's the plan this evening. So I'm fishing with my little 9-foot 3-weight. Need a lot of delicacy in a place like this. The river is flowing relatively slowly, and the trout will pick up on any little mistake that you make. So if you make a clumsy cast or anything like that, or any splashes, forget about it, they're gone down. Like, they don't get big by being stupid. So I'm hoping for a few mayfly spinners. That's the plan anyway. Now the last evening I was down, there was a few mayfly spinners about, 1 or 2 trout rows here and there. Not a great evening, but I also saw what I think is the beginning of the blueing olive hatch as well. I saw a few blueing olives hatching off, so they may even turn on to them, assuming that we get a good enough hatch. So stay with me for the evening and hopefully get a couple of fish. I've just spotted my first fish rising, and if you see that bunch of bulrushes just there in the middle, he's just about 2 feet the other side of that, which necessitates of course fishing out over the bulrushes and all the attendant problems that arise because of that. First thing is drag. I'd probably only get 1 cast at him, and after that the likelihood of getting a rise out of him will be severely diminished, we'll call it. So I get 1 cast and hopefully he'll take it then, but if not, well then most likely I won't get a second cast at him. And in the event that I hook him, of course, then I have to deal with the bulrushes. So anyway, I'm just going to give it a cast and let's see, will he respond. I was short of him by about 1 foot there. And the wind caught it and blew it downstream then. So that's 2 casts to him. So the likelihood is now that, yeah, as I thought. If they don't take it in the first cast, it's very unlikely they'll take it on the second. But there goes another fish just here. He looked like a good fish. It may in fact be the same fish moving around. Now, as you can see there, cast two. Most likely it's two different fish, but neither of them have responded, which means that they know what's going on. They're the educated variety. Right. Oh no, hang on. There's our friend. I think he's moved a bit. Drag. This fella, oh yes, there's a couple of really good fish moving here now. There's a wind blowing downstream, which is blowing the fly back onto the leader and making it even more visible. So as you can see, this isn't easy. Right, I'm going to give him. Oh, he was a big fish. Oh, he stopped my heart. And I've probably put him down now anyway. I'm going to give him a rest and come back to him. I tried Rose again. There he is. I just dropped it on his tail. I don't think he's very big, this one, but right on him. Got him. He's gonna go. Oh! See how quickly he headed into the bulrush. It's unbelievable, like a rocket. And he was no small fish either. This fella looks to be a bit smaller than the other ones I fished, and I got stuck in a bulrush. The bane of my life, bulrushes. Pulling on that weed now, he probably felt the vibration of it or sensed it and most likely gone down. A couple of nice fish rising here now. Try and sneak in on them. Oh, they are good fish. So I need to get a little nearer. Oh, he's a big fish, that fella out there. Either of those two are good fish. That one out there is probably the biggest fish there. He looks to be sizable. Took a mayfly. Took a mayfly 2 feet to the right of my one. So I need to cover him. That should do it. I'll try and creep up a bit closer. They've moved up the river, it seems. Yeah, they've moved up. They're moving up and down, so. That fish took my fly while I was moving. He's moved up even further. Hope I hooked this fella. Yes. Now, try and handle him. What a beauty. If I can get him out. I don't want to get in, slip in here because it's quite deep. Come here. Come on. Come here. Ugh. He's not the bigger of the two anyway, that's for sure. But I think you'll agree he's a nice fish. Ooh. He came for it but didn't take it properly. Spotted another one up here. The reason they come for it a lot of the time and don't take it properly is the leader puts them off taking properly, basically. They can see it. I saw a fish rise right there in a very difficult place because drag, obviously. So I'm going to try and do a downstream cast to him. Drag, of course. Oh, he came up. I reckon he could see the leader as well. That's why he didn't take it properly. There's a fish right over near the bank. Long cast and all the drag problems. That might do. Yes. Oh. How am I going to get down there? Maybe I can bring him up. Come on. Now that was a good capture by any measure. Come on, boy. Yes. Hey. Now, let's get this fly out of him. Yeah. And he is a beaut. There you go, fella. He'll be fine. Small fish. There's one nice fish here. It's really splashing at the flies for some reason. Yes. Oh, he wasn't that small. He actually broke me off. Oh. Tie on another fly. Oh, he looks like a nice fish under the tree up there. Yes. Really subtle, gentle take. Oh, yeah. Beauties. Swallowed it down fairly deep as well for There he goes. That one over near the bush looks like a good fish. Oh, missed. Yes. Lovely fish. Acrobatic. Beautiful. Very strong fish. Right. Oh boy. Sudden wind. Right folks, that was it. Very enjoyable evening's fishing, although I failed to catch any of the bigger fish. Combination of problems basically, and issues that are difficult to resolve. The fish I'm fishing for are, as we say around here, well able to mind themselves. They are educated and clever, they're leader shy. And even though I was using a relatively fine leader, I was using a 7X leader, which is just 3 pounds breaking strain, they could still see it. I also had to contend with a downstream wind which blew the fly back onto the leader at times, making it more obvious. So they're difficult fish to catch, but as the saying goes, Chucky our law, our day will come. And I'll be back there again soon, and hopefully I'll have a better result. So anyway, I caught a few fish. Hope you enjoyed watching the video. Spent mayfly fishing is very exciting, and there's always the possibility, like I say, of catching a bigger fish. So hopefully in the future I'll have some video of catching bigger fish basically. So that's it folks. If you're not already a subscriber to the channel, consider subscribing. Also, there's a link in the description to my Patreon page where any support would be appreciated. So that's it. Until the next time, slán go forward.